Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan State's offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all of the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Caught behind the line. It's McCray. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good. So
breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Spartans!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took... They own the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Alabama's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. There's the pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Horton. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They got to him and blocked it. And after the block punt and all that followed, they'll start this drive inside their 30.
And you got to give the special teams coach a lot of credit. He's been game planning this all week long. He saw something on film that made him believe they might be able to get some push and get some penetration right up the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Michigan State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Michigan State, 14. Alabama, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum. Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his... Oh, he's got some space. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Russell. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of put him out of rhythm. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He hopes this one turns out a little better. Had the other one blocked. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Corners are going to bail. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard.
What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to pass, it's Childs. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Spartans! Nice catch and good work, Edwards, to get it into the end zone.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play-action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. This time he's got his man. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We reach the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They go to the draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back to pass, it's Childs. Quickly to the tight end. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a hit. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking for a gap. It's Ray. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Childs. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Quarterback making checks. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. There he goes. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown time. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big 1st down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move to keep running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Spartans need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Childs. Fires to the tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. Makes the quick grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Ray. Turning it on. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move to Marcus.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Looking to pass. It's Childs. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's caught inside the 25. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play. The passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Spartans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Second and goal for this offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The option look. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. Safe completion on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Here comes the field goal unit. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. It's incomplete and will change into the field now. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. In the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. We got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the
Touchdown, Sparty! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Alabama, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they can continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw again. The quick out.
When you're coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Young. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working there. With that last completion, he's now got over 300.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Himself. Nice move there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field, but how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And they're able to make the tackle. Offense gets set for second down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking downfield, it's Child. Makes the grab. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Spartans are marching down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out this.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. It would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go